Hi, I'm Erin Bernard. I'm the creator and director of the Philadelphia Public History Truck, which is a 2-year-old mobile museum project that creates interdisciplinary neighborhood exhibitions with the people who live, work, and play in Philly's places and spaces. Tonight, we're opening our exhibition on North Philadelphia titled They Say They're Gonna Build, which is a culmination of all of our research, work with neighborhood constituents, community members, and artists inspired by a number of oral histories that we've collected over the past year.
I really appreciate it. It's a documentation of North Philly's history.
And it's right here in the area that it's talking about, so it's very accessible. You can go in, learn something, look outside and see it happening.
We are exploring 2 very important historical narratives: community building and university expansion. And you'll find a lot of information on the history of urban gardening here in Philadelphia, and you'll also come to understand how Temple University was founded, some of the controversial stories that are in its past, but also some information that can help us reimagine how community and Temple work together in the future.
I think like a lot of times when people come to Temple, they're like coming to Temple and they're not really like thinking about that they're coming to North Philly or something. And I think this kind of puts that into perspective.
Over the past year, we could not have done the work that we've accomplished without the partnerships that we created. Treehouse Books has been especially amazing. They were an exceptional partner to work with and to do collages and oral history last summer.
Our main focus is helping people develop a more expansive self-concept and community concept through books and through literature. There's really not a lot of Black history that's just known in the country in general. We haven't been taught it, and to a certain degree, we sort of internalize this idea that there's not really a history to seek out. Erin conducted interviews with some of the community stakeholders that came in to meet with our students, and then our students then listened to those recordings and created art collages based on them. I think the thing that was the best for them was that they were really able to internalize the concept that they are community stakeholders themselves.
There are very few art historians that do work like this, that are also artists. There's a lot of artists that use history. There's not a lot of historians that make art and make it a priority in their curatorial projects to make sure you know that there's a relationship and that history doesn't have to be so flat and so academic. It can be more creative.
Philadelphia has such a rich history, and North Philadelphia has a very rich history, and this is just one small part. It's great to hear community voices being represented. So my sincere hope is that a lot of young people come and see this, and they see that their voice is just as valid as anyone else's, and that they will share that story.
The importance of the project is not just about the exhibitions, but all the oral histories that we collect and archive for the future at Temple, so that future researchers will be able to access these stories that are being collected at a time when our city is rapidly changing.
It's really important to acknowledge the original community and the work that they've already done and the history that they've had, because they are the roots of this community. Like, you can't keep on doing work while ignoring all of the foundations that the people have put in and the community that's already existed.
I also hope that people learn something that they didn't know before about their neighborhood, and they go home thinking about a story that they might not have ever known otherwise.
Yeah, come check it out, because you need to.